the four virtues to lean on. The Buddha has taught us all that there are four virtues, or you can say states, that we should lean on or to rely on. So what are they? The Buddha taught us that the monk or the disciples, anyone, including you all, should contemplate things before making use. So what are the things that we should contemplate before making use? Actually here the Buddha taught us that the four requisites or the four necessities. So what are they? They are clothing, food, lodging, and medicine. The Buddha taught us that we should contemplate clothing, food, lodging, and medicine before making use of them. That before using the robe, you should consider properly that we use it simply to ward off cold, to ward off heat, to ward off the touch of flies, mosquitoes, simply for the purpose of covering the parts of the body that cause shame. For the alms food, we should consider properly before we use it that alms food is not, you consume it not to be playful or not to put on weight or for beautification, but we consume alms food simply for the survival and continuance of this body, for ending the hunger and not causing the new painful feeling, for example hunger or maybe the overeating feeling that might occur from eating with no knowledge or without not contemplating. And for the lodging, the Buddha taught us that we should properly consider the lodging before using, to simply to ward off cold, to ward off heat, to ward off the touch of flies, mosquitoes, and reptiles, and also to ward off wind and sun or the weather. So we use it not to use the luxurious lodging, the luxurious seat or bed, but we use it just only for as a protection of the weather and of something that might harm you. And for the last one, the Buddha taught us that we should consider properly the medicine or the medicinal equipment that the sick people use it. That we should consider that is it the right one, is it the suitable one for you, is it the right medicine for you, something like that. That we use them simply to ward off any pains or illness and to free from disease. So the Buddha taught us that we should consider the four necessities of life, which are clothing, food, lodging, and medicine. Of course, you might think that it's about the monks, it's about the the nuns or the bhikkhu or bhikkhuni, but actually you can adapt this kind of knowledge to your daily life as well. For example, before you eat anything, you may consider that is it good for your health? Like you have diabetes or you have your own sickness, but you still eat junk food or something that is not healthy, then you might reconsider that is it good for you or not. Or in case of medicine, you probably before eating or taking your pill, you might have to check that is this the right medicine for you, is it prescribed for you under your name or something like that. So just to prevent like overdosing or taking the wrong pill. And the second one, the Buddha taught us to deliberately contemplate things before enduring. So what should we endure? So this is about like pain, heat, cold, things or people that you don't want to see, unpleasant smell, unpleasant touch, or even uncomfortable feeling. So you probably need to consider based on the real or the truth, which is the three characteristics of everything, every existence. In Pali we call Tilakhana. Tilakkhana is the three characteristics that are impermanence or anicca, non-self, anatta, and unsatisfactoriness or hard to endure or dukkha. So everything in the world except nibbana or nirvana, everything in the world except the nibbana are impermanence, unsatisfactoriness, and non-self. So when you're contemplating that, already, then you have to know that, okay, it will not last long. Then you should endure the feeling, endure the unpleasant thing that might occur to you. So you should endure. So third one, the monk should contemplate things before avoiding. So you should have the knowledge that which thing that you should do, which path that you should go, or which kind of person or which kind of animals, things like that you should avoid. If that thing or that person or that animal that might cause harm to you, then you should avoid, of course. So the Buddha taught us as well that, when you see things or people, living creature, you should contemplate, you should consider. And then, okay, if you know that they or it might harm you physically or mentally, then you should avoid, right? The fourth one, the Buddha taught us that monk should contemplate things before suppressing or expelling. So what are things that we should suppress? So it's about the evil thought. So if the evil thought arises, then you should learn to recognize it immediately, that, okay, this is not the good thought. You should not follow it. This is the evil thought. Then you should suppress, remove it. Don't let the bad thought to become the bad speech and bad actions. You can control yourself. I know this process might be difficult for some of you who might not be able to, practice a lot. But if you practice more and more, then you'll be able to recognize the evil thought in time and then suppress it in time before let it be the bad speech and bad actions. And once you do something bad, then you have to regret it later. So these are the four virtues that the Buddha taught us that you all should contemplate before what? Before making use, before enduring, before avoiding, and before suppressing or expelling. But the key word is that you need to have the knowledge to contemplate, right? You have to contemplate with the knowledge, with the wisdom of whom? Of the Buddha himself. So you need to listen more of the Dhamma, listen to the Dhammas, or listen to the Buddha's teaching a lot. And once you listen a lot, then you'll be able to, when things occur, then you'll be able to use the knowledge of the Buddha to contemplate before making use, before enduring, before avoiding, and before suppressing. And this is not just the virtue that, belong to the monks, bhikkhu or bhikkhuni, but you all should be able to adapt this kind of virtues to use in your daily life. So, just as I said, always practice to be mindful. Before you're doing anything in your life, be mindful and contemplate with wisdom before doing anything. And I hope that you all learn something beneficial today and be able to make use of this instantly. And I hope this is all for today. So see you again next time. Have a good day.